the name of this column is called as the attributes. Here having the tuples. So if they are having the 4 records stored into this database, these all are called as the tuples. And next one, the important facts related to the session is similar to a client server architecture. It is completely similar to this client server architecture, faster access and easier to maintain, and can handle multiple users simultaneously. It's very faster because of it is the data is stored in the DBA will automatically DBA will take care of all this database. Is already in the previously told that the consistency and the integrity. Because when we are following this consistency and database integrity, the data will be secured. All the transactions will be successful, and when the data never lost any data. If the any of the transaction is fails in the middle of the operation, never lose the data. That is the main purpose of this one. Used when we wish to access DBMS via applications and APIs. That is any API, any of the application using, we are easily to access the database management system from, has a scalability and the security issues because of direct client server connection. This is scalability and the security issues is there because of directly client server architecture is there through the network only. The overall summary of this database management system architecture is shows how data in the database is viewed by the users, and it is not concerned about how the data are handled and processed by the DBMS. It helps in implementation and design and maintenance of a database to store and organize the information for companies. The concept of DBMS depends upon its architecture. The overall summary of this database management system architecture is the main intention of this viewed by the users is it's not concerned about how the data are handled and processed by the DBMS. It helps in implementation and designing and the maintenance of the database to store and organize information for companies. The concept of DBMS depends upon this architecture. Mainly the concept of DBMS is depends upon this architecture. So many architectures are there. Here we are using the 3-level architecture. We are also having the single level architecture. The client server architecture is there. So many database management systems that follows the different architectures are there. Here we are using the 3-level architecture. We have discussed about that one. Next one, the architecture is can be designed as a centralized one and also decentralized one or the hierarchical one. Here the database is designed by centralized. What is meant by the centralized? One server is there, so many users are there, all the users are accessed by this centralized server only. The data is stored in the every single server only, single system only. If you are go through this login into this particular server, we can use the data. Next, decentralized means so many locations, more than one locations the data is stored. Okay, based on that requirement, the data is accessed from the different types of users. And next one is the hierarchical. Already we see this what is meant by the hierarchical data structure. Hierarchical means the tree type structure. This is having the root, or having the every root having these childs, and childs having the sub childs. All this like that structure. Everyone having some data. Okay. The last level the leaves are maintained by the some other users database also. This is the particular summary of this database management system architecture. These are all the self-assessment questions. What is the lowest level of the abstraction? That is how the data are actually stored. That is the physical level completely. The dash can be used to explain data independence. That is a see the 3 schema structure. And next one, read assessment questions. All this one having, these are all the important questions about regarding this session. And describe the three-level architecture of the DBMS. List out 5 responsibilities of a database management system. For each responsibility, explain the problems that would arise if the responsibility were not discharged. And next one, analyze the difference between physical and logical data independence, and list out the database management system languages and explain the use of the languages.